Yes, okay.
Oh,
So I hope
perfect.
that's yes for everybody. But okay, so welcome. My name is Piotr Loga, and I work at the technical department at Menlo Electric, who is the distributor of PV components. We are proud to call ourselves the fastest growing PV distributor in EMEA region. Today I have the pleasure to invite Tomasz from TSUN. Here, he will be talking today about micro-inverters. But first, I will say a few words about Menlo. Who are we? Then we will go to the part of TSUN of Tomek, and at the end we will have a Q&A session. So I'm enabling a Q&A mode right now. So you can ask any questions, and at the end of the webinar we will address them. First about Menlo. As I said, we are the fastest growing PV distributor in EMEA region. Here we have right now our main market is of course Europe. So we have 7 big logistics hubs across all Europe, as you can see on the map. But with of course new to come. But we are not only focusing on Europe because we already are present in South Africa, and we are starting to develop on Middle East. So we are working globally. So if you have questions about if you want to contact us regarding sales in your country, feel free to contact us if we are not present on your market yet. So in numbers, it's 100 megawatts of constant availability of products. We are present on 31 markets now, even more, I think more 40 or something like that. 50 megawatts of modules delivered every month. And we have more than 1,000 orders so every month. Here, 8, even more right now, logistics hubs. Here you have addresses, mail addresses for us. The first one is if you want to have any, if you want to work with us in any way. The second one, the sales is for, of course, questions about products, prices, and shipment, anything. And the last one is support.en, Menlo Electric, which connects you directly to us, meaning technical department. If you have any questions regarding choosing the right system for you, or what product to choose, or how something works, you can contact us directly. So that's our mail, and it will end in our system. So we will see that until your question is answered, we will see it in the system. So that's all from in terms of introduction of Menlo, and we can move to part of TSUN. So hello, Tomek. It's great to have you here.
Hello, hi everyone. Thank you, Piotr, for the introduction and for the invitation. My name is Tomasz Brznio, and I'm managing director of TSUN ESS GmbH, TSUN branch in Europe. And I'm glad that you have time to participate in our webinar. I would like to introduce the company in some brief historical overview, and later on move through all our products and product lines, and of course the advantages of the micro-inverter systems. Plus, if you will have any questions, as Piotr said, please write it down in the Q&A mode, and then we will we will answer them all at the end. And okay, so let's start. I will try not to be too long with the introduction because it's the most boring part, as always. But our company is based in China. The headquarters is in China, in Suzhou, in Jiangsu province, and we have a few years of history already. If you scan this QR code, you will find the company video there on YouTube, so you can check how the company looks like and how the production lines and so on looks like. And our team is very experienced, especially in micro-inverters. This is our key product, and we are focusing on this. Of course, we have a few other product lines, but all is related to safe low voltage systems, and that's the key road that we choose in the global development. We are moving to the low voltage solutions, which will provide the secure PV systems for even for the smallest installation, for the smallest demands. So we have for now we are the only producer of microinverters with so wide range of product power, from 300 to 3000 watt output. So we can prepare the systems, even the smallest ones, 300 watt, but also we were the first one who introduced the 3 kilowatt microinverter, which is not that micro. It's still 8 kilograms of the device, but it can be installed as normal microinverter. But I will tell a few words more later on. Our history as TSUN brand starts in 2019. Of course, our company is a little bit older, but the brand TSUN was introduced in 2019. Before it was TSUN microinverters, but we had to change the name. And in 2019, we sold first generation of microinverters to German market. That was our first delivery to Europe, and since then we are delivering more and more. And Germany is our biggest market for now. And later the next ones are Italy and France. I hope soon will be much more countries. We are now growing and expanding in Europe, not only in Europe. In 2020, as you see, we opened first foreign office in Brazil. This is the second biggest market globally for us, and we are developing there mainly our Titan products and this bigger microinverters. Since 2021, we started to develop new generation. Of course, COVID situation slowed us down a little bit. We had the problems like all other manufacturers. So in 2022, we finally managed to release the Titan, the biggest microinverter in the world, 3 kilowatt. No one did this before us. So we try to be pioneers also in terms of innovations. So that's our goal, and this is not our last word, let's say. And we are developing now and plan to release the new products in the end of Q3. So in September, we should have even bigger microinverters, and that's the vision we have, to make the microinverter best solution for the safe systems. So up to 6 kilowatt, we plan to have the micro-inverter this year, which we will present soon. It will be single phase and 3-phase, so we will have much wider range of products. And this year we finally managed to start with the GmbH company in Frankfurt, and we are now increasing the number of our European colleagues. We have country managers in a few countries like Italy, Ukraine, UK, Spain, and Germany. So with cooperation with our partners like Menlo, we try to show TSUN brand in many markets in the whole EMEA region, but mainly focus, of course, on the EU countries. And so we are preparing more and more certificates. We cooperate with local partners like University of Rome, with companies in the Netherlands or in Poland to develop the products with our unique features in terms of hardware, but also European partners help us to make it more dedicated, more designed for the needs of European clients and the distributors and European regulations. So that's our goal to have the let's say local touch in every product, and starting from the monitoring system, ending with the design and parameters inside the product. So the long-term vision, which we presented last month in China on Snack Fairs, is that we will move with global operations, but with a local touch. So we have like localized strategy. So expanding from China, we creating local centers in a few areas in the world, but in Europe, mainly in Europe, because this is the biggest market for us and the biggest region. So we started with Frankfurt. Now we're opening representative offices in Poland, Italy, UK. We have already, and in the new and more countries will come soon, and this will help us to adjust our products to the local standards. We do the certificates for most of the countries. We are listed now in Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, UK, Italy, France, Poland, and adding more and more certificates and registrations. So this is something we are taking very seriously, because without that we cannot offer you our products. And of course we are sorry we are presenting our products on global exhibitions. Still, the next one next week, I invite you to Munich to our booth B450, where we will show whole portfolio of our products, of micro-inverters, easy solar kits, and so on. So please join us. If anyone will need entry tickets or so on, please write to our sales representatives or to our office, and we will go also on much more events, not only in Europe but also in South America, because Brazil is our and LATAM countries. LATAM region is the second market globally. So I hope we will meet you in our booth. We will have some presentations and premieres. cooperation solutions and new products. So it's worth to visit us. Also, we will have some nice gadgets, so you can check this out. From the production point of view, we are constantly developing. This year we started second production line, and our capacity grows rapidly. And next month we plan to open the third one. So our production capacity will increase even more. And we are starting, we signed last month the agreement with the local government of Jiangsu province. We received the land for building the new factory. So in 1-2 years, we will have 40,000 square meter factory for our use. So we will produce there a much bigger number of products, including these new Titans and new product lines we are developing now. Most important thing for us is the quality of our products. We prefer to have the low range, smaller product lines, smaller number of product lines, but we want to have them in a high quality. So the production process and the quality check process is very important. That's why we want also to cooperate with European partners and to make sure our products meets all the needs and all the standards which in Europe. And most important thing for whole production line is checking the quality of the components. So every component is been checking at least three times on the whole process. And every micro-inverter we produce after potting with the polymer is sent to aging chamber for 4 hours. So every product is connected with full load and is testing. If it's okay, then we move to the packaging, and that's why we are sure that every product which leaves our factory is 100% working, and it will work after when you will receive it. So and that's why we are also confident to give you a 12-year warranty, and we will also enable to increase the warranty up to 25 years. And the next step is to start production in Europe. We will soon also move some of the product lines to be produced in EU. So the plan is to increase presence and produce locally to make even more contribution to local economy, and also to make the products more reliable and more better designed for European needs. So what products we have? In general, we, as I mentioned, we are focusing on micro-inverters. This is our key product line. Our R&D team is very experienced in that field. For many years, they are developing these solutions. And as you see, we have very big portfolio of the products from 300 watt to 3000 watt. We have here the product line for 1, 2, 4, and 6, even up to 8 modules in one micro-inverter to connect it to one micro-inverter. And excuse me. And based on that, our engineers a few years ago were developing the the system to use micro-inverter and to allow to make it more affordable for the end user. So they designed the Easy Solar Kit. We were one of, I think, the first company who presented such solution. We had some patents for that. Of course, it's already been copied for many companies, but we have 3 product lines in this area. So the spider, pop-up, and the transformer. I will tell a little bit more about them later on. So this solution uses micro-inverter as a plug-in system, like any household utility product, as a kettle or whatever. You can just plug it into to the socket in the wall, and you can have 400 or 800 watt installation at your home or apartment. So this is used for all the balcony systems, which are very popular now in Germany, or in Italy or in France, where we sell also quite a lot of such systems. And I hope in other countries soon will be also this kind of solution popular, because in general the EU directive says that in every country you can connect up to 800 watt without any additional registration and documentation. And as I remember a discussion with some European Parliament members, they are planning to increase it to 1,000 watt, maybe not this year, but in the future. So the biggest concern, of course, is the quality of the network at homes and the apartment buildings, because when you connect too many, then can be some problems. But anyway, the third one, which we are the third product lines, which we are developing now to add more functionalities, is this is energy storage system. This is the next big thing which we plan to focus. And for now we have single phase systems like retrofit, and still we have some hybrids, but in general we are moving to the low voltage solutions, secure ones, to remove all the string and higher voltage on DC side than 120 volts. And the last but not least product line is rapid shutdown system. So all the fire safety switches, all the module level and the string level products. It's not that popular in Europe. In some countries, of course, it is mandatory to have some fire safety systems. So we have this kind of solutions. But in general, when you do the installation on the micro-inverter, you don't have to use any rapid shutdowns and any additional systems. So this is only for the on-grid string inverter solutions. So this is the product lines we have, and we focus on quality. So that's why I want to show you what brands pretty much we are using in our products. As you see, it's not like we use only Chinese brands. We use American, we use Japanese and European brands. So we try to find like top of the line products in every aspect, and then put it together and create the system which will work for many years, will be reliable, and will not cause problems in the long term. So our main product and our pride, let's say now, is the Titan series. We presented this officially end of last year, but this year we started to deliver and promote this solution. This is the first 3 kilowatt micro-inverter in the world. So this is totally developed by our R&D, produced by us, and we are very proud of this system. In Europe, is getting more and more popular. We sell it a lot in Brazil also, and this is system designed for the all kind of modules, because, for example, the MP3000, which is already available and sold in Europe by Menlo. So this is designed for 6 modules with 18.5 amp of input. So pretty much all the modules bifacial or any other ones available now on the market can be connected. Each module is connected separately, so it replaces the or the 6 micro-inverters or 3 micro-inverters for 2 modules. So you don't the cost of the installation is significantly lower than you use when you will use the standard smaller micro-inverters. And you have one unit which allows you to monitor 6 modules separately. So we have, of course, the smaller one for 4 modules, MP2025, and the MS3000 is also 3 kilowatt with 4 MPPTs, but you can connect up to you can connect 8 modules, because you have 2 modules per MPPT. So this allows you to connect more smaller modules in the markets where the smaller modules are more popular, like in France or Germany. So it also gives you more options in design. And this is the
Sorry, maybe a quick question about the previous slide.
okay.
So I see here you said the first about actually all 3 products. So basically the first one has 6 MPP trackers, the second one 4. The question is, does every MPP tracker need to be connected to a module, or the other way? If it's needed that every module is connected to MP tracker, or
okay, understand. In MP3000, for example, you have 6 inputs, so at least 5 must be connected to allow the Titan to work properly. Because then, if you have 4, then you should choose MP 2250. But in general, the one input can be not used, let's say, can be free. And we are working in the newer products that will be more flexible. But in general, when you buy 6 MPPTs, usually you want to connect all 6 modules, but one can be free, let's say. So
okay.
So this is that's the difference.
Thank you.
Okay, of course, on our YouTube you can find all the videos and installation movies, how the systems works, all the systems. So I invite you to follow that channel. The new product we launched this year is the new MS series. This is 3rd generation of our products. It has full range from 1 to up to 4 modules, and this is the new one. So it has the included Wi-Fi. So like in Titan, all the Gen 3 units has built-in Wi-Fi, so you don't need to worry about the additional devices to start the monitoring and using the system. So when you connect it, you just download our app and connect to Wi-Fi. You can enjoy the monitoring, and we are now working on the European platform also, but we will present it on Intersolar. So this product range is one of the biggest in the market. And what's new comparing to Gen 2, so M400 or M800 units, is that in Gen 3 you can adjust the output power or change the parameters, like country code and safety parameters remotely. So we can change the parameters of the unit via Wi-Fi. So when it's needed, we can adjust this through the portal. Of course, not everyone can do that, but all the distributors for now, the service has the ability to send the codes. So like in Germany now, there's 600 watt requirement, and later on we can be within Gen 3, we will be able to increase the power to up to 800 watts also remotely. That this is something which will be in time, of course, because now it's 600. In many markets, it's a different one. So in this product, also important thing is that the MC4s are on the cables, not connected to the shell itself, because this prevents from the damages and replacement of the unit, pretty much. Because when the MC4 connector is connected to the shell, to the casting, it's when it's broken, you need to replace whole unit, because it's impossible to repair. This system which we have, with allowing you to change the MC4 connector. Also, we use compatible with original ones MC4s, so it's QC 4 connectors, so it's compatible with Staubli original MC4, so it's not like limit the warranty of the modules or any other. It's not causing any other problems to the user. With Titan, you just connect AC to the DB board at your house. In MS series, you can also create the chain of the micro-inverters from 8 through 6 to 4 units. With the MS400, you can connect 8 micro-inverters in one daisy chain, and then connect only one connection to the DB board to save you time and cabling on the roof. So this allows you to.
Sorry. Quick question. Because as I understand, you connect the micro-inverters in series, one to each other. So what exactly will happen to the last micro-inverter in the string, which has only one AC connector connected to all of them?
Okay. In the box, you have the cap for the to cover the cable. It's then it's IP68, so it's creates the safety environment for that. But of course, it shouldn't be in the water and so on, but for the longer time. But if you connect, if you cover this and attach the end to the rail or the module, then it should be fine. And then the last one is secured. So
So the cap is in the package of the inverter.
Yes. The cap is in the box, and most of the things are in the box, like the AC connector to create the cable to the DB box, or to connect the plug, or how the system will be connected. So all is in the box. Of course, you can buy additionally the extender cable to connect the chain in the series. It's 2 meter long cable. There's the standard cable, as you see, it's like around 1 meter, and the shorter one is like 20 centimeters. So when you want to connect modules which are more distant, you can always arrange the additional connection cable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as I mentioned, our products inspired our engineers to create the Easy Solar Kits. So the latest one is the Easy Solar Kit Spider. It's designed for the wall mounting, or the fence mounting. It is a system which combines our micro-inverters with the module and creates the easy plug-in system to connect to the normal socket in the wall. So this one we sell in the two options, like for one module or with MS 400, for example, and for two modules with MS 800 or 600 for the German market. So there are two options. We also have this version with or without module. So this is the option which allows like distributors like Menlo to prepare more competitive offer with their modules they have on stock, but also we can provide it with the module itself. But we are not producing modules, so it's not the case in our portfolio. So this one is this the newest one, is the cheapest Easy Solar Kit we have in the offer, and the second one very similar. The first one we had, it was the transformer, and this is the most universal Easy Solar Kit we have. I don't know if it's visible or not here. It's adjustable. You can adjust the angles, you can adjust the size a little bit. All this is from aluminum. We have black and silver ones. So this is also provided with or without module, mainly without. So you can assemble this very easy, like the IKEA table. You have just a small box with elements, 10 screws, 1 imbus key, and really in the manual it's simple. So it's really not more complicated than assemble the IKEA table. So everyone who wants to do this can do this alone at home, and then just connect the plug to the wall and have the 400 or 800 watt small installation at the balcony or in the garden. So as you see, you have here the micro-inverter is connected to the aluminum rail, so it's also secured from the environmental conditions. So you can safely use it pretty much everywhere. And the third system we have from Easy Solar Kit, it's a pop-up. It's an all-in-one system. We always provide it with the module, because it's in the box. You have all connected. You just open it, take the module up, and connect and secure 2 screws to make the back plate connected to the part on the bottom, and then you can adjust the angle and connect to the socket, and that's it. That's the simplest and fastest PV installation you can have. So basically, it's with the one micro-inverter. So that's the 300 or 400 watt system. We have full black and silver. Also now we are adding version with which will be really full black without any silver screws or any parts, not painted black. And last month we signed the cooperation agreement with Longi to use their new full black module TopCon. It will be really black like a TV. You don't see any bus bars and so on. So it will be very beautiful part of equipment. So when we deliver the products, we use only tier 1 products. As I mentioned, Longi we started this month, but in general we mainly use Astro Energy modules, and that's the majority of our systems are equipped with Astro Energy 400 or 410 modules, silver or full black, and of course the new versions we will have soon in the offer. And the next product line is the storage unit, which we are developing all the time now, because this is the next big thing in the whole industry. But this is the system which allows you to connect micro-inverters to the battery. So this is like the retrofit system, ACU units, and then when you have such system, you can use the micro-inverters also to charge the battery. We have some examples in countries like Belgium, where our ACU units and the micro-inverters were connected to the on-grid systems with SolarEdge Solis or any other on-grid inverters. So if you want to build the system and increase the power of your system, you can easily add the micro-inverter on the roof, and you can when you want to add the battery, you can add the ACU unit to the system, and then you have the full hybrid system. Of course, the ACU unit in retrofit can be from other producers. That's why it's connected on AC side. So Menlo has Fox or Sungrow systems also. So it is possible to work with this, of course. So and so this is something we are developing now. We want to present soon the system which allows to work micro-inverters even if the grid is even in the off-grid mode. So to use the battery as the grid to the micro-inverters to make the system working even in off-grid mode. As I mentioned, we have the monitoring also, our own TSUN talent. We are now developing the new one in Europe, totally in line with the new rules which will be implemented in the next few months. And the current one, talent monitoring, we have two options. Talent Home is the app for the end user, and this is very simple one to connect micro-inverter. It's you just connect with a Bluetooth, send the password to Wi-Fi, and then to the micro-inverter or is the solar kit, and then you can monitor the system. The Talent Pro is the app for installers mainly, but also for the users of the battery storage systems. you can monitor more installations in this one, and the most advanced in the for installers and for the distributors, most advanced unit is Talent Portal, where you can monitor all your installations, manage the installations. You can also send some comments and control the units. This is not yet user friendly in terms of sending comments, because it's Modbus comments and so on. So that's why we suggest to send requests to our service. Then we will send the comments in make sure that the system will work properly with the adjustments you want to do. But in the new one, we want to make it like user friendly, to allow distributors and installers to adjust the parameters and change the system. Of course, in many countries, it's required to connect the micro-inverters with meter or with RS485 connection to the grid operator. So we have also this solution. Otherwise, we will not pass the certification. So we have MG3 device which allows to use RS485 connection. Plus to create the zero export, we have also the MG3 meter, which also is connected through a REST. It has the city clamps, and it allows you to control the units as you see through Wi-Fi, and to also to connect to the grid operator network. And this is also the solution for zero export, for the to control the output of the energy. In many markets it's required. So we have for single and for three-phase the meter, and it can work with or without RTU MG3 units. So it allows you to control the whole installation of the PV.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, about the matter, does it measure the power directly, or do you need city connectors? Or
it has a city connectors included in the box. It connects it measures the through the city connectors. So okay. It is not the direct measurement. So you can.
So it's inside the box.
Yes, all is in the box. We try to deliver all our systems with the whole package. Let's say with all the screws or the connectors needed to install. So also the meter is equipped with all the necessary things to not to bother client to check if he needs to buy anything else additionally.
Mm-hmm.
And the last unit we have, this is the USB stick for the ACU units. So this also allows to connect with our cloud. And we are working now with our partner in Netherlands to create a system for micro-inverters to be monitored through LTE, through the network, GSM network. So soon we will also present the option for the micro-inverters to be monitored by the GSM network. One important remark that our devices works with the 2.4 gigahertz network frequency. So it will not work with 5 gigahertz internet connection. So sometimes there can be problems to connect because in not all the routers has the enabled the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz parallel networks, but it's in every 5 gigahertz router is that option. So just need to be it must be adjusted in the settings of the router to enable 2.4 gigahertz connection. And why microinverters? This is the question usually asked by the clients, why they should choose microinverters instead of string inverter, which is usually cheaper, or string inverter with optimizer, which is not always cheaper, but they started earlier, and the string inverters is better marketing for now. And the string inverters, of course, with in terms of price, it's is the cheapest solution. But when you compare the whole installation with the DC boxes, DC cabling, the installations, the rapid shutdowns, all the necessary equipment, it turns out that the installation based on microinverter can be competitive or even cheaper. So especially when you have like residential building with not nice roof, let's say, for the installer. So every module is in the different with a different angle, different side, or something like that. Then you usually choose the string inverter with optimizer. There are a few companies providing that solution, but then it's from one side, it's not the on-grid typical string inverter, and it's not micro-inverter. So it's costs twice as much, and not much safer than the string inverter, because you still have string, but it's also not providing you the whole benefits of having microinverter. Microinverter, but by design, is low voltage, low DC voltage system. So it has 60 volt or 120 volt maximum on the DC side. You don't need any DC combiner box and so on. You simply connect the module to the microinverter, and then it's going only the AC cable to the DB box in the house. Also, with the of course, the most important advantage is that each module is controlled separately, and each module is separate MPPT. So this shows how important is this system for the smaller residential installations, but also for the bigger ones, because it's even when you have 50 or 100 kilowatts, you can have one module, it's more dirty, one module is in the shade, and so on. So whole string is working less efficient, and it shows you how it works here. So the system itself is much with much better performance in terms of production of the energy. Also, important thing is that why we created Titan. One of the reasons was to decrease the price of the of the system based on microinverters. Now it's around $7-8 per watt, but on grid systems is usually around 5. So our goal with this new 6 kilowatt Titan is to reach the same level of the costs, and I believe we will do this in a few months. So then microinverters will be will be also very good option for the big industrial size installations. So what's the main advantages? Of course, the shade ones which I showed you. The maintenance cost is it's less problematic also, because when the one module is broken, you don't need to open the whole string to replace. You just replace one, and you have the panel level monitoring, smaller cablings, and so on, because the AC units are AC voltage is only from one unit, or from one chain of units. So also there are no fans, ventilators, and so on in the microinverter, so it not use the power. So that's also quite big advantage in that. Of course, this is the easy expandable system. For example, now when the EV cars are more and more popular, if someone has the installations from a few years ago, like 5 kilowatts or 6 kilowatts, and now plan to buy the electric car, needs to install the EV charger and so on, and think how I can increase the size of the installation. Then the microinverter is the best solution, because you can still have your string inverter system, and simply add 1, 2, or more micro inverters, and then you can increase the power of the installation without changing this central inverter or the system which you have. Sometimes with the subsidy, you cannot replace the system which you have for the many years. So this also shows the how useful the microinverters can be, because you can do this by easy solar kit, by normal ones, and so on. And the easy installations, that's the one thing with easy solar kits in balcony systems, but also on the roof. It's quite easy to, especially for systems with 1 or 2 modules. So it's very easy to connect. No need for DC boxes, and in many cases you save the space, because in many houses there are no space to put the central inverter. It's always the problem. Or you put this in the basement, or in the garage, or somewhere outside. But with the microinverter, there is no problem of that. You simply connect AC cable to the DP box. You can put all the AC SPTs in the same DP box you have for your normal house installation. So it's give you the this freedom to connect all the devices without losing the space. So to sum up the general advantages of the TSUN solutions, so we have full range of products based on microinverters with Wi-Fi included, so you don't need to buy any other DTUs, any other products if you want only to connect to the monitoring. So this is secure system with a low voltage DC, with even up to 18.5 amp of input, so it gives you freedom, especially for systems like carports, for systems like using the bifacial modules. So it allows you to use Titan microinverter, and then you have very big performance in this field. So also easy solar kits are the very now very useful tool in Germany. It's nearly 1 million, as I read some statistics recently, and in in more countries like Austria, Italy, or France. There's more and more systems like this. So Easy Solar Kit is designed to use micro-inverter instead of using bigger inverters. So our product is made for that. Plus the storage system, which will be developed based on our current ACU units, will allow you to increase the self-consumption, and we're working also on the systems for Easy Solar Kits for balcony products with the smaller batteries to ensure even for the Easy Solar Kits, so installations up to 800 watts, the option for storage. The system is to store the energy during the day and then use it during the night with small battery like 1 kilowatt hour or 2 kilowatt hours. So in our in TSUN strategy, this is the goal to achieve, to from one side to decrease the price of the installation with the based on microinverter to 5 cents per watt, and on the other side to increase the self-consumption of the installations, even the smallest one. So for residential ones. So all is based on microinverters, but also for the two directions, commercial and industrial, and the household systems. So for my side, that's all. I'm encourage you to answer to ask me the questions. I will gladly answer, and you can also find our products in Menlo store to check they are in the warehouse. So so this is available in Europe. No need to worry.
Yes, I put the link to our shop on the chat, so you can always click on it, and then you will see the TSUN products that we have. I just have a questions about microinverters, the Titans, the ones that are connected in series. There's often a problem of high voltage in the system in many countries. So the question is, because in three-phase system, a lot of time high voltage happens only to one phase. So in this case, I suppose if we have more microinverters to each phase, the two other phases will still work, and the microinverters that are on the phase that has over voltage will just disconnect. I suppose, right? Or...
Yes, that's it's with the old systems designed for Europe. You must have this option that is when it's over voltage, you must the inverter must be turned off and put the over voltage alarm.
But the other two will still work in this case.
Yes. This is like the all it's independent in terms of microinverters. So it's each microinverter is an independent unit. So even if one is off, the rest will work. So,
So another question in the same topic. Let's say there's high voltage in the system, but it's not 253. It's, let's say, 240 something. And when you connect on one phase, and if you connect, I don't know, 6 inverters in series, the total, because the voltage will add up for each inverter. So let's say for 3 inverters, the voltage won't exceed 253, but for 6 it will. So the question is, how will inverters react? Will they turn off all of them or some of them, or how will that work?
no, it depends, like because if it's quite long chain, let's say, so the highest voltage will be in the last one or last two or whatever. So the first ones will be working, and the last one which will need to increase above 233 volts will show the alarm. So in these terms, it's not like the whole chain will be off. It's only the last ones where the voltage will be increased higher than the this norm. In this case, 253.
Okay, I understand. So now we can move to the Q&A session.